Hello, it is a pleasure to introduce you to the topic of the statistical quality control. My team is made up of the following members: Molina Pedraza Nevi Estefanía, Medina Zamora Ingrid Yuridia, Luria García Mitzi Carolina, López Ponce Mariana, and my name is Jimenez Romero Edwin. We are from the 7C group of Industrial Engineering. Before we start, we can observe a famous phrase of Henry Ford. Quality means doing the right thing when no one is looking. This is how we begin the next exhibition.
My team and I consider that the topic of statistical quality control is very important because as industrial engineers, our objective is to improve the quality of the product or process, reduce waste, product rejection, and the economic losses caused by reworks. Another application of statistical quality control is to aid in decision making. Okay, the first word is quality. Quality means that a product is suitable for use and has not deficiencies, so it is expressed in terms of compliance with requirements and specifications. The second word is statistics. It is a data science and its objective is to collect information, analyze it, and make decisions. And an example to use this word would be to say, we are basing this decision on an statistic. The third word related to this topic is histogram, which is a graphical representation of data grouped by intervals and is an essential tool in statistics. The fourth word is total quality management, which is a business management strategy that consists of studying and evaluating the concept of quality in each of the steps of a production process. Total quality management puts customer first. Its objective is zero defects and continuous improvement. It also involves a growth committed to quality, that is, training workers and quality in the development of the process. For example, you can hear promoting total quality management in all production process and dissemination of statistics is important for the company.
Words 5. The use about the specification. They are the exact statement of the particular needs that must be met or the essentialist characteristic that a client needs. For example, that of a toy or car. The number 6 talks about the confidence interval. Is a range of values derived from the sample statistics, possibly including the value of an unknown population parameter. For example, how good is a cell phone? The word 7 tells us about the average. Is the characteristic value of a series of quantitative data obtained from the sum of all its values divided by the number of dots. For example, a grade point average. And the number 8 tells us about the median. It represents the value of the center position variable in an ordered data set. For example, the person who is right in the middle of the line.
Hello everybody, my name is Mitzi Carolina Luria Garcia. I'm going to explain my technical words. And in this case, I choose upper control limit. The upper control limit is a line horizontal line above the center. That is, I use to judge where is a process of control. In this case, I have an example. This X bar chart displaying the quantity seeds over time. 1 point is about the upper control limits. Pieces of control points indicate that the seeds in this subject are more than expected. The second word I choose is CPK process capability. Well, in this case, our analogy, the parking a car in the garage analogy. Well, the CPK tells your relationship between the car of the size. In this case, is the size of your process and the size of the garage. The size of the garage are become the customer specification limits and how far away from the middle of the garage you park the car. So if you go to pass those limits, you will crash. Sorry, and the customers will not happy. If your process has a lot of variation, that means the process average is all over the place. No good for parking a car and no good for another process. To give your parking process the best chance of you should work on reducing variation and centering. If the car is too wide for the garage, nothing to do, center the process will help. You have to change the dispersion of the process, make the car smaller. If the car is a lot of smaller than the garage, it doesn't matter if you park in exactly in the middle. It will be fit and we have plenty of the room on either side. If you have a process that is control and with little variation, you should be able to depart the car easily within garage and to meet customer requirements. So, in the first words, the CPK tells you the relationship between the size of the cars, the size of the garage, and how far away from the middle of the garage you park the car. Well, the next word is reject PPM or reject part per million. In this case, is a measure reflecting the number of complete units returned by external customers, expressed in part per millions. The last word I choose is first time capability. That's measure the degree to which the process produces the desired results, or the number of good units. So for these words, I choose the same example because it's more easy. In a batch of 10 car doors was shipped with 5 or 10 we are reject. In this case are returned, and the 5 remaining were accepted or another 5 are good units. And that's all.
The next topic is control chart. It is very important topic in the topic of statistical quality control because we can observe some characteristics in this word. First word is periodicity. These are the length cycles represent industrial process. We can identify in the following image a graph and this pattern. For example, the temperature of a machine is analyzed and a pattern of points is identified in periods of fixed length. Second word is trend. Its trend, this word is identified in the measurement of parts and continuous process. In this image, there is a graph with increasing and decreasing points. For example, recording a production of parts. Third word is bias. Bias, it is a single value with a standard respect to the original measurements of a process. Example is the ISO standard. Other example, in the image, you can see a bilateral binomial distribution chart. For example, measurement a mechanical part. Finally, fourth word is linearity. Companies valued their measurement system with reference values. Note, it should be noted that there are many reference systems. In the image, there is an example of linearity. For example, the strength of a fabric or other material. The words are very famous and important for quality studies and industrial process. Conclusion: statistical quality control is very interesting topic because we learn new things and new knowledge through words. Also remember that the most important factors in this topic are quality and stability to have a good process. Another point it is the rule for industrial engineering: make the best quality products possible by in the highest possible ways. Thank you very much for attention. Have an excellent day.